You know, guys, I've been thinking.
I doubt that, but go on.
I've been thinking that we should go on a vacation. Just the three of us, just the boys.
That sounds like a great idea. You especially could use a break from your hard work being president.
Oh, please, hard work, sleeping in the Oval Office isn't exactly hard work. And what do you need a vacation for, Obama? You've made one documentary for Netflix since you left office like 20 years ago.
I'm not having this argument with someone who literally lives inside of a resort.
I'll have you know I've been very busy since I left office.
Golfing and going on the internet doesn't count as being busy.
If anyone deserves a vacation, it's me, actually. But if you two losers want to come along, I guess that's fine.
It looks like Trump is going to be tsundere about this as usual.
I am not Sunder.
You know, speaking of tsundere, why don't we go to Japan?
Of course you'd want to go to Japan. You're such a weeaboo, Joe. You realize Japan isn't like your animes, right?
The plural of anime is just anime, dumbass, not animes.
I don't care because anime isn't real anyway.
There's a lot more to see in Japan than anime. You know, Japan has thousands of years of fascinating history and culture. We could easily spend a couple weeks in Japan, or should I say in Nippon, learning about...
Nerd alert.
You're making it sound so boring, I don't even want to go anymore. And it was my idea.
Okay, fine. What about Hawaii? Everyone loves Hawaii.
It's too cliche.
I agree, we'll look like totally basic bitches.
We have to think about what the pictures are going to look like on our Instagram.
Have either of you two virgins even been surfing or scuba diving? How can you say Hawaii is for basic bitches?
Those sound like poor people activities.
What if we went to the other weird state, Alaska?
What on earth is there to do in Alaska?
When I was a kid, now this was back in the day, you have to understand, but back then you could go to Alaska and they would have sled rides. Now these were the real old school sleds, mind you, with the bottom that would flip you right upside down if you couldn't keep a lid on it. Now you would take the sled and you would...
I think Biden is having another senior moment.
Joe, let me just stop you there. We're not going to Alaska.
What about Vegas? I have a great hotel there, one of my best. It's definitely the best one on the Strip.
What's there to do in Vegas, out there in the desert?
Gee, Biden, I don't know. Have you ever heard of a little something called boobs? Sex and boobs? Sex with women who have large boobs?
I don't know about you, Joe, but I'm very familiar with those things.
No, you are not. Your wife is a man, Obama.
Vegas is disgusting. Besides, it's like over 100 degrees out there.
And we're not staying at one of your hotels, Donald. I mean, come on.
Everyone says I have the best hotels.
Who says that?
Everyone.
But who specifically?
How is everyone not specific enough?
I'm just going to throw this out there. What if we went to Mexico? Personally speaking, I have always been a huge supporter of big booty Latina women.
I've been on the record supporting that as well.
I won't go to Mexico. They're not huge fans of me there. No idea why, but they're just not into me.
You know what? We're never going to agree on a destination. What if we just went camping?
Camping is also for poor people.
Putin likes camping as well.
I've always been one of the best campers out there.
I'm not talking about fake camping either. I mean really camping with a tent and everything.
I'm not sure I can share a tent with Donald.
Don't worry, I'll be bringing my own tent. It will be gold and it will have my name on it. Also, it will be bigger than yours.
So we're agreed then. We're going camping.
Definitely.
I'm gonna camp the shit out of both of you.
Donald, we're not going to be gone for that long. Are you sure you're not bringing too much stuff?
The Boy Scout motto is, be prepared. Obama. But you wouldn't know that because you weren't a Boy Scout. I am prepared for everything.
Is that a gun in there?
Like I said, I am prepared for anything. You never know what might happen.
Is that a PlayStation 5?
You never know, Obama. You never know.
Let's just get going. It's a long drive from here to the White House.
Oh, right. I forgot about Joe. Pass me the aux cord. I've got some great road trip playlists we can listen to. I hope you like Tame Impala. Did you know that Tame Impala is just one guy, by the way? Incredible.
Actually, I thought we could listen to my wife's new podcast, the Michelle Obama podcast.
Oh, no. Where is Joe? We've been waiting here for like 10 minutes.
This is when we said we would get here.
You know, being late says a lot about a person. It's just like Michelle was saying in the 3rd episode of her podcast.
I'm calling him.
Try Discord. He's always on Discord.
All right. He says he just woke up.
I don't believe this. Sleepy Joe at it again.
He says he's coming out.
Let's just leave without him.
We drove all the way here. He's coming out right now.
Come on, it will be hilarious. Just drive off.
We're not doing that.
Fine, whatever.
Sorry about that, boys. I was pretty busy with president stuff, you know.
I already told him you said you were asleep.
Oh.
I wanted to leave without you, but he wouldn't.
Thanks, Barry.
Let's hit the road. We need to get there in time to set up camp before dark.
Not so fast. We agreed to go to McDonald's first.
I'm not sure we have time.
McDonald's?
We have plenty of time. We can go through the drive-thru.
Can we go to Chicken Filet instead?
For breakfast? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, Joe? Everyone knows McDonald's has the best breakfast by far. Obama put the pedal to the metal. Next stop, McDonald's.
Let's see if we have time.
If we don't go to McDonald's, I will grab the wheel and crash this car.
You're not going to do that.
You don't think I'll do it? I'm not messing around here. I'll do it.
Why did we bring this guy again?
I'll grab that wheel and we'll go right off the road.
Fine. We'll go to McDonald's.
I don't believe this.
Thanks, Barry. I'm going to need to borrow some money, too, since I left my wallet back at Mar-a-Lago.
You brought a machete, but not your wallet?
You can't fight a bear with a machete.
He's lying. He's just broke.
Totally untrue. I'm richer than ever before. My Trump NFTs are selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, like the McDonald's hotcakes that nobody buys.
Wrong again, Joe. I always get hotcakes at McDonald's.
I'll just have coffee and some hash browns. Thank you.
And I'll have a chic Philly chicken biscuit and a Greek yogurt parfait.
Joe, this is McDonald's.
What? Oh, in that case, I'll just get a Krabby Patty.
Joe, that's a fictional food from a cartoon.
Oh, okay, I'll have a Big Mac then.
Who orders a Big Mac at 10 in the morning?
The President of the United States does. That's who, bitch.
All right, I'll have 2 Egg McMuffins, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle, a sausage McGriddle.
Oh, my...
Don't interrupt me, please. I'm not finished with my order. This is important. A sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle, hotcakes, and hash browns. That is all. I will check the bag when you hand it to me, and if it's not all there, I'm going into the store. You don't want that. Trust me, I have a gun.
Donald, this is the fattest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm hungry. Sue me.
I think enough people are doing that already.
Where the hell are we?
We're almost at the campsite.
Where are all of the buildings? Where are the big, beautiful hotels? Where are the McDonald's?
We're in the woods, dumbass. There's no McDonald's.
It's a good thing I brought a lot with me then.
I thought you said you'd been camping before, Donald.
Yes, I have many, many times. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I'm considered to be one of the best campers of all time.
And yet you seem to not know what a forest is.
I know what a forest is. I just thought maybe there would be McDonald's.
You clearly know nothing about camping at all. What you have to understand is that when I was growing up, that there was no McDonald's. No, sir. If you wanted a burger, well, you would have to go out the woods. If you wanted meat, you would have to hunt for it. And if you missed your shots that day, then too bad. The other villagers might give you a few squirrels, but you wouldn't see a burger that night.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, guys, here we are.
Here we are? What do you mean here we are? There's nothing here at all.
What do you mean? This is the campsite.
Where are we going to sleep? Did you book us any rooms? Where even are the rooms? I'm not sharing a room with Joe. I'll tell you that right now. He's incredibly stinky. One of the stinkiest people ever.
I'm wearing Gucci cologne, you ho.
Donald, there's no rooms. That's what the tents are for.
Oh, right, I knew that. I was just testing to make sure that you knew that.
You were testing to make sure I knew what a tent was?
Yes, all right, boys, let's go.
I think there's something wrong with my tent here.
No, Joe, I think there's just something wrong with you.
It doesn't seem to want to turn into a tent.
I think you have to have an IQ higher than 75 to be able to put up a tent.
If you're so smart, then why don't you do it?
No.
I bet you can't do it either.
I can. I totally can. I'm just not going to help you. You have to do it yourself. It's a rite of passage. You have to do it to become a man.
I'm 80 years old. I'm already a man.
You're 80. Sometimes I forget just how old you really are, Boomer. Should you even be out here? Shouldn't you be in a nursing home or maybe a cemetery?
I'll send you to the cemetery if you don't shut the hell up, man.
Nothing says camping like roasting hot dogs over a fire. I wonder if the boys will like the tofu dogs I brought. Hopefully we get to share secrets and tell scary stories afterwards. Huh, what is this? They look like tracks of some kind. Too big to be a dog or a coyote. It's definitely not Bigfoot. We drone striked him back when I was in office. I guess that means it's a bear. Well, right now things are fine. Perfectly fine. This could cause some major problems for the camp later on, but that's future Obama's problem.
I'm not getting any Wi-Fi here. This is ridiculous.
Well, that's probably because there is no Wi-Fi out here.
Then how am I supposed to watch Minecraft SMP videos?
I guess you'll just have to entertain yourself with the fire and the peace and calm of the great outdoors.
That sounds really boring compared to Minecraft.
You could think of building a fire as kind of being like Minecraft, but then in real life...
Guys, my tent is finally done.
Great job, Joe. Did you fix that pole? Joe? Joe? Oh, he's already asleep.
Typical, but I guess that just means more hot dogs for us.
Actually, I brought some tofu dogs instead.
Obama, please tell me that you're not actually such a virgin that you brought tofu on this camping trip. I've already eaten the McDonald's I brought with me. If there's no hot dogs, I'm gonna starve and die out here.
I really did bring tofu, Donald.
I'm literally going to die, and it's all your fault.
But I also brought s'mores.
All right, hand them over.
Do you want to play some Uno?
Uno? Well, I guess since there's no electricity, I can't charge my Nintendo Switch.
I'll take that as a yes. Let's wake up Joe. He loves Uno.
Let's wake him up by just setting his tent on fire.
Or we could just tell him to wake up.
That sounds very boring, but fine.
Joe, wake up. We're playing Uno.
Oh boy, I love Una.
How was your nap? Were you napping like a tiny little baby, an adorable little baby boy?
No, I wasn't asleep. I was just resting my eyes. So, are we playing Uno or what? Or are we going to play Smash on Trump's Switch?
It's out of battery.
Just charge it, dumbass.
How the hell am I supposed to do that, genius?
Oh, right, I guess it's Uno then.
What's the matter with Uno?
Nothing, I like Uno.
Uno is for kids, it's all luck?
And Minecraft isn't for kids?
Absolutely not. Minecraft is for mature adults such as myself.
Sure. Well, Uno isn't just luck. Sure, there is luck involved like any other card game. But in order to win at Uno, you have to remember what cards everyone else has played. You also have to know when to optimally...
Oh my God, nobody cares. It's Uno. Let's just play.
You do know how to play Uno, right, Donald?
Of course I do. A lot of people have said that I'm the best Uno player that there's ever been in the entire history of Uno.
What people have said that?
A lot of people. You wouldn't know them. You haven't met them. They go to another school.
Sure.
That being said, you should probably go over the rules again for Joe. His memory isn't doing so great these days.
I know how to play Uno. I've been playing Uno since before you were born.
All right, well, you have to match either the color or the number.
Of course. I already knew that. Like I said before, I am considered to be one of the best Uno players in American history, world history even. That being said, I do have one question.
A question? I thought you knew all the rules because you were the greatest player ever.
I do and I am. However, we might be playing with different rules than I'm used to. I usually play with the International Tournament Uno rules. Under our rules, what do you do if you don't have a card of the same color or number?
You have to draw until you can play a card, loser.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I don't want any more cards.
You have to. Those are the rules.
I'm not going to do that.
But that's the whole game.
I really wish I had my Switch right now. Fine, whatever. I'll take more cards. First try. Just what you would expect from a master Uno player such as myself.
How do you like that, kid?
What the hell is this?
You have to draw 4.
That's right, it's over for you.
Fine, I like having lots of cards anyway. It gives me more options.
Donald, it's your turn.
I know.
Let me guess, you don't have anything.
Not yet, but just watch. Okay, this is completely rigged. Did anyone shuffle this deck?
Yeah, I shuffled.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Well, then you rigged it against me.
Just keep drawing, fatty.
No, I will not stand for this. If you're going to cheat, then I'm out of here.
Oh no, my Uno cards.
He had like half the deck.
This was just unnecessary.
Good night, losers.
Well, it would have been a better night if you hadn't burned my Uno cards.
I kind of like the smell, though.
Joe, don't breathe that. It's burning plastic.
Too late.
Rise and shine, boys.
What time is it?
I'm not sure, but based on the position of the sun,
The sun? You know what? Never mind. What's for breakfast?
I've got the campfire going on again.
I can't eat fire.
It's for cooking, Donald.
Will you guys keep it down out here? Some of us need our beauty sleep.
I wouldn't know anything about that since I'm naturally beautiful.
You're literally orange. What's natural about that?
You don't think oranges are natural?
Well, I brought some breakfast we should be able to make over the fire.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. I'm doing Uber Eats.
Donald, how many times do I have to remind you there's no internet out here?
That's what you think, Obama. But last night, while you two were sleeping like a couple of idiots, I created this. This will extend my signal and allow me to access the internet.
That's not how Wi-Fi works.
Oh yeah? Watch this.
This should be good.
Siri, activate Uber Eats. I'll have 2 Egg McMuffins, a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle, a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle, hotcakes, hash browns, and orange juice. Thank you.
Donald, you have no service here.
Clearly my phone is broken. This is probably because it was made in China. My genius invention would have worked otherwise.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have.
You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have Uber Eats. No, sir. If you wanted food, you would just have to go out and get it yourself. Now keep in mind, this was back when cars only had 5 to 10 horsepower. So if you didn't really put the pedal to the metal, the kids on horseback would actually beat you to the restaurant and buy up all the good stuff. By the time you rolled in, you'd be left with nothing but wheat bread and sauerkraut. Of course, because of the war, sauerkraut was called sour freedom at the time.
Well, that's great, Joe.
What the hell is he talking about?
Let's just make some breakfast.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Donald, you could live off of your fat reserves for years. You're not starving.
I'm a growing boy, and I need a breakfast of champions to get me going. It's the most important meal of the day.
All right, for starters, there's leftover tofu dogs that would make great breakfast sausages.
Absolutely not. I brought some cereal in case of an emergency. I will be eating that.
Can I have some?
No way, Boomer. This box is for me.
Lucky Charms, never mind. That stuff is gross.
You could not be more wrong. They're marshmallows, perfect for a campfire. Usually I have my servants make my cereal for me, so I'm not quite sure how to make it. How long do you think it needs to cook for? You guys are poor. You probably make your own food. What do you think, 5 minutes?
I think your cereal is gone.
Not a big loss. Now, if it had been something good like Frosted Flakes, then that would have been a shame.
Okay, clearly this box was defective or something. Probably came from China, or worse, California.
Well, luckily I brought some eggs we can fry up. Here, just hold them while I get the rest of the stuff.
No time for the rest of the stuff, Obama. I'm hungry and I want eggs now. We'll just cook them like this.
Donald, what are you doing?
I'm making eggs. What's the problem?
It should have been you in that fire, Trump.
I was looking forward to those eggs. I even had a dream about them last night.
So when do you think the eggs will be done?
They're on fire, Donald.
Well, now what are we going to eat?
Don't worry, I have some trail mix we can have.
Maybe we should cook Trump and eat him instead.
I'm very thick and juicy, so obviously I would taste great, but I don't think so.
Trail mix it is. All right, boys, I think it's time for our first big activity.
Are you saying breakfast wasn't an activity? Because that took forever.
It only took us forever because you were being an idiot.
Wrong. It was the fire's fault.
Well, anyway, I thought we could go kayaking today.
Kayaking? What is that? Is that a boat?
Yes, Donald, imagine a yacht.
That's very easy for me to do since I own several yachts.
Okay, now imagine a yacht that was really small and could only fit one person inside.
Well, the main point of a yacht is hooker storage, so I don't see what a small one would be for. But I do enjoy a nice boat.
Where are we kayaking? Is this some kind of land-based kayak?
No, there's a lake just a few miles away.
A few miles? I don't think we should go kayaking after all. This seems like a very, very bad idea.
We're driving there, Donald.
When I said it was a bad idea, what I meant was that it's a great idea. Let's go. I don't like this dumb vest. I think I'm going to take it off.
I don't think that's a good idea, Donald.
I am one of the greatest swimmers of all time. I was going to be in the Olympics, but they said I was too fast, so they kicked me off the team. I don't need a vest.
They charge extra if you take it off.
I like the vest. It's very comfy.
Nothing like a beautiful day out on the lake. You know, when I was a kid, I used to go out to...
Silence, Joe. I don't need another history lesson.
I like history lessons.
Of course you do, nerd. Now both of you get in your little yachts. We're racing.
Racing? I thought we could just have a peaceful trip around the lake.
You're on, Donnie. I was a kayaker in the war. You're going to eat my wake.
What war had kayaks?
The winner gets to eat all the M&Ms out of the trail mix.
But that's my trail mix.
Then you better start paddling, pretty boy. I'm surprised your kayak isn't sinking under your massive weight, Donald.
And I'm surprised you can paddle this far without having a heart attack, old man.
You do realize that Joe is only 4 years older than you, right?
When did I ask?
I'm surprised that either of you can keep up with me. You guys must really want those M&Ms.
It's not about the M&Ms. It's about proving that I am a great athlete, which I am.
You're not an athlete. The only sport you could play would be sumo.
You probably won't even live long enough to finish this race, Joe. I told you I was the greatest kayaker of all time. You might as well give up now. I'm clearly going to win.
Not so fast, Trump. If you want to win, you're going to have to defend against my special Obama technique.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about my ultimate move. I call it the pocket drone strike.
What the hell is that? How is this allowed? This is cheating. This race is rigged.
It's not my fault you couldn't stop my powerful attack.
Seriously, I'm sinking. This isn't funny.
Good thing you wore your life vest then, loser.
What's going on here?
I don't believe this.
Where am I?
You won the race, Joe.
I did?
I want a rematch.
It's getting late. Let's head back to camp.
I told you I was the best kayaker.
See, this is what camping is all about.
You said you wanted to go back to Mar-a-Lago like an hour ago.
That was before there were hot dogs.
Since I won the kayak race, I really think that you guys should be making food for me.
You already got to eat the M&Ms out of the trail mix. What more do you want?
I think I should be in charge of everything now. Oh wait, I am. Because I also won the other race. The presidential race.
You're still talking about that? It was like 3 years ago. Move on with your life.
Don't pretend like you're not still seething, Donald.
Seething? No, I totally don't even care anymore.
Then why are you running again?
I was just kind of bored.
Guys, let's not get too political. Why don't we just discuss kayaking? It's great exercise, you know?
Are you implying that I need exercise?
You're about to eat like 10 hot dogs. What do you think?
Hot dogs are very healthy.
Donald, how many calories do you think are in one hot dog?
Just the dog part? What are we talking about here?
Let's say the whole thing. The dog, the bun, and whatever condiments you're going to put on it.
Keep in mind you're going to need an entire bottle of ketchup for all that.
I would say about 10 calories.
10 calories? That's not even close.
10, maybe 15, definitely not more than 15. That's my highest estimate.
Donald, it's more like 300 calories.
After Trump is done with those things, they'll probably be 500 each at least. He's probably going to put cheese on them.
First of all, yes, I'm going to put cheese on them. Cheese is great on hot dogs. And second, I know I'm right. I'll look it up right now. Alexa, how many calories are in a hot dog?
We're in the middle of the woods. There's no Alexa. There's no internet at all.
I guess we'll just have to assume that I'm right then.
Now, what is the condiment situation exactly?
I brought ketchup and mustard.
That's it? No relish? No onions?
I only had so much space. We're camping after all.
You have to make space for relish and onion. Back in the day, if you made a dog without relish, let me tell you, things were about to get interesting for you at the ball game. People might start to think you were one of those communists from Russia, especially the Polish immigrants. They would sniff out a dog with no relish from a mile away. Of course, this was back when relish was made with actual cucumbers instead of the fake ones they have today.
What the hell are you talking about?
Just use the freaking ketchup, Joe. I'm surprised you even want s'mores, Donald. You ate so many hot dogs.
I'm a growing boy.
You're certainly growing in some way.
I'm considered to be one of the best s'mores makers. Watch and learn, losers.
What's your s'mores technique?
Just watch.
Is this supposed to be a metaphor for your presidency or something?
This is the best way to cook a marshmallow. I'm sorry if you can't understand that, liberals.
It's totally burned.
That's just how I like it.
This is how you really do it. Now look at my marshmallow. I've been rotating it at a consistent pace this entire time for an even cook.
Too bad it's not going to survive my forbidden Trump technique attack.
Donald, don't do anything to my marshmallow.
This is revenge for sinking my kayak, you virgin.
Donald, don't do it. Dang it, Donald.
This was justified.
It's too bad you guys torched your marshmallows. Mine turned out great. All right, I'm going to sleep.
Sleep right now?
And there he goes. He's already asleep.
I'll make sure he doesn't fall into the fire.
I'd be fine with that.
Wake up, boys. We don't want to be late.
Late for what? There's nothing here. We're in the woods.
Late for hunting. We have to get started early if we want to shoot anything.
Finally, a real man's activity.
Yeah, come on, Joe. Wake up.
Get out here, Sleepy Joe. We don't have all day.
Joe?
Let's just go without him. He probably died in his sleep. This kind of thing can happen.
He's not dead. Joe, wake up.
Rest in peace, Joe. You will be missed. Well, you'll be missed by some people, I guess. Not me, though.
Joe, get out here.
You'll be missed by your son Hunter, at least. He'll notice you died when money for crack stopped showing up in his bank account.
Did somebody say something about crack?
That's what woke you up?
I thought you were finally dead. This is very disappointing for me. I think I need a minute.
I'm going to be alive until at least 2028, big boy.
Guys, please, we have to get going.
Get going for what? What's going on?
We're going hunting.
Hunting? I'm a great shot, you know.
There's no way you're a good shot. You couldn't hit the side of the White House.
Oh, I can definitely hit the side of the White House. In fact, I do that all the time. It terrifies the staff, but I'm not going to stop.
Come on, guys, let's hit the trail. Donald, you have to stop eating those.
This is a free country. I can eat what I want.
You're going to scare away the deers.
I thought this was America. I didn't realize I was living in China where Big Brother can tell you what to do.
You're eating so loud they can probably hear you in China.
What am I supposed to eat? We haven't shot anything yet, so there's nothing else to eat.
We haven't shot anything because every animal in a 100-mile radius of us can hear you.
This is called fat shaming. Do you two realize that you're fat shaming me right now?
Now you're just making up terms.
Deers love Cool Ranch Doritos. If anything, they will be drawn to the great smell.
Be quiet, I actually see a deer.
All right, let me handle this. I have perfect aim.
No, I'll get it. There's no way you could hit it, Joe. Plus, the recoil would probably shatter your ancient, feeble skeleton into 1,000 pieces.
Well, I'm the one who saw it, so I think I should be the one to shoot it.
It's only here for my Cool Ranch Doritos, so I should be the one.
How many hot dog buns will we need to fit a whole deer?
We'll just use one huge hot dog bun, you idiot.
And it's gone. The deer left. Great job, guys.
I accept absolutely no blame for this whatsoever.
I expected nothing less. What?
Have you finally lost your mind, old man?
Sorry, I thought I saw a squirrel.
A squirrel? We don't want to eat squirrel.
What, you think you're too good for squirrel? Clearly you didn't live through the Great Depression.
Wait, what's that noise?
Don't worry, I will handle this. He looks pissed now.
I'm pissed now, too.
Oh, relax. How much longer did you have to live anyway? You're missing out on, what, 2 years tops?
I'm not going out like this. Oh, that's not good.
These guns are terrible. They most likely came from China.
Yes, those are my coordinates. You are clear for fire. I repeat, clear for fire.
Why did you do that? We had everything under control.
Yeah, sure you did.
We just lost out on a lot of delicious bear meat.
You have a working phone? Does it have games on it?
Donald, it's a satellite phone. All things considered, I would say that went pretty well.
But we almost died.
Joe, you almost die getting out of bed every day.
That's not true. Some days I don't get out of bed at all.
Joe, you're the president now. You can't do that.
I'm the president. I can do whatever I want. I was supposed to meet with Xi Jinping today.
I would have never done this during my glorious presidency.
Yeah, right. You would have been too busy golfing.
Golfing is way better than camping.
Golf is easily the most boring sport of all time.
You're just not an athlete like me, Joe. You wouldn't understand.
Athlete, you barely even move. You just ride around in a cart like a fatty at Walmart.
What's wrong with riding a cart in Walmart? I do it all the time. It's fun.
Golf is not boring. It's just slow-paced, kind of like camping.
At least with golf, you still have internet. Why can't we have internet out here? Wasn't Elon making some kind of magic satellite internet? Can we have that?
You damn kids are always on the internet. You need to take a break every once in a while. Spending too much time online is how people turn into furries.
I do not spend too much time online. I have important arguments on Twitter.
Nobody has ever had an important argument on Twitter.
You're just mad because you have less followers than me.
The only thing Twitter and Instagram are good for is looking at pictures of hot women.
Joe, please, stop being thirsty. Social media is for connecting people and communicating without boundaries.
Actually, Joe is right for once. This is why I follow Sydney Sweeney on everything.
You watch Euphoria?
Hell no. I just look at the actress's pictures on Insta. Why would I watch the show?
The show is pretty good.
I wouldn't know. Don't care anyway. You're missing the point here. I definitely smashed Sydney Sweeney.
That's going to be a pass from me. How old is she anyway?
She's 25.
Why do you know that?
Don't worry about it.
She's not even the hottest girl on the show. Everyone knows Zendaya is superior.
Zendaya? She's as flat as a board. You might as well just go with a man.
Boobs are not all that matter here, Donald.
They matter a lot. They matter in a huge way, and I like them to be huge.
Zendaya is the voice of a generation.
Joe, you're like 20 generations removed from Zendaya. What are you even talking about?
Does she have a last name or does she just have one name like Madonna?
When you're an icon, you only need one name.
Whatever. Zendaya's a pass for me.
Well, what about Madonna? She's hot.
Madonna, is your dementia reaching critical levels? What year do you think it is?
That's a trick question. I'm not answering that.
Joe, Madonna looks crazy now.
She looks like a committee of plastic surgeons all worked on her at the same time.
That can't be true.
You're in for a surprise when we get internet again and you look her up.
You guys are just haters. I would definitely hit that.
You with Madonna is one of the most disgusting things I've ever imagined.
Don't pretend like you wouldn't like it. You would want to watch it.
I would need bleach for my eyes.
If you want a real MILF, I would go with Salma Hayek.
That's definitely a smash for me. There's nothing better than some spicy Latina milk jugs.
What about Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift? What is it with you and skinny hoes with no boobs?
Taylor Swift does have boobs.
Not by my standards, sorry.
Taylor is pretty hot. Not every girl needs to be a milk monster to be hot, Donald.
Wrong. Every girl should be a milk monster.
Taylor Swift shouldn't even be in this conversation. She's an artist. You should discuss her music, not her body.
There's nothing to discuss about her music. It's the most boring white girl music ever created in this country.
You don't know what you're talking about. You've probably only heard the hits.
I have listened to every Taylor Swift album in its entirety, and I think they suck.
I doubt that.
Doubt all you want, it's true.
What about Audrey Hepburn? Now that's a sexy actress.
We seriously need to get back to where there's internet.
All right, Donald, where's your tent? We almost have everything packed up.
I didn't feel like folding it up, so I just threw it into the woods.
What? You can't do that.
Why not? There's no cops around here.
That's littering, and now you have no tent.
So what? We're leaving. I'll just get another tent next time.
He was probably just too stupid to figure out how to take it down.
Joe, it took you an hour to take down your tent.
That's not my fault. That pole was broken.
Whatever, let's just head out. Well, guys, what did you think?
I think next time we're not going camping.
I had a great time. I guess Donald just isn't a real outdoorsman.
I am an outdoorsman. Golf is outdoors. My pool is outdoors. My private beach is outdoors.
Camping isn't for everyone, I guess.
Camping is for me. I think that forest was just broken or something. Maybe we should get a new one.
I'm not sure that's possible.
I'm a billionaire. Anything is possible.
I'm just looking forward to being able to stream Minecraft again.
Joe, you're the president.
Am I?
Yes, you have better things to do than streaming Minecraft.
But my stream is starting to pop off.
No way. It's not popping off.
I had almost 100 viewers last time.
That is not popping off.
Well, I think that's pretty good.
It's not good.
Well, what are you looking forward to, Trump?
For starters, we need to get some real food, and I'm sick of eating s'more and hot dogs. We should stop at McDonald's.
I'm not sure if McDonald's counts as real food.
When will we have internet?
I'm not sure, probably pretty soon.
I think I'm going to DM Zendaya.
Joe, she's like 200 years younger than you are.
Age is just a number, baby.
I really don't think you have a chance with Zendaya.
The worst she can say is no.
Actually, the worst she can do is tell the press that the married president of the United States hit on her on Instagram.
I didn't think about that.
You don't think about much, do you? I'm actually going to message Sydney Sweeney, though.
That's not going to work either. You're both delusional.
No, unlike Joe, I actually have Riz.
I have all kinds of riz.
No, you do not.
I'm totally rizzed up.
That's not even how you use the word, boomer.
You know, I've been thinking about where we should go on our next vacation. If you don't want to go camping again, what about going to New York?
New York sucks. Why do you think I moved to Florida?
I haven't been to New York since I was a kid. Of course, back then, things were pretty different. It was less friendly to tourists. If you went outside in Little Italy without your spaghetti pass, the odds were good that you were getting a switchblade right between the ribs. And don't even get me started on Chinatown. They didn't have Panda Express yet, so if you wanted some orange chicken, you had to talk to the triads. And those guys didn't mess around.
When was this exactly?
This was in the 90s when Seinfeld was on.
Seinfeld is a hack. That show isn't what New York was like at all. None of the characters had servants or golden cars.
I don't think that was ever normal for New York.
It was normal for me.
I don't like that show, Seinfeld. The characters are so mean. Why do they have to lie all the time?
Okay, if you don't like New York, then what about Los Angeles?
LA, I'd rather take a vacation to a prison work camp.
You'll probably be doing that soon anyway, Trump.
But we could take a tour of Hollywood.
The point of Hollywood is the movies. I'll just watch the movies. Why would I want to see a bunch of nerds walking around a studio in LA?
Like I said before, we should go to Tokyo.
And like I said before, anime is not real, Joe.
Hey, it looks like we have internet again. We've returned to civilization.
Oh wow, I have a lot of notifications. It looks like I might have missed a few things while we were gone. I think someone launched a nuke,